I never thought the woman I once promised forever to, the one I imagined sitting beside me in old age, sipping tea as our hair turned gray, would one day look me in the eyes and calmly say, "I deserve to explore other relationships." There was no fight leading up to it. No late-night confession fueled by guilt. It was just an ordinary Saturday morning. Pancakes sat steaming between us, coffee half-finished. She said it as casually as someone might ask for the sugar. Her name was Clara. We'd been married for 7 years. No children. Like any couple, we'd weathered our share of highs and lows, but I never braced myself for something like this. I stared at her, mug in hand, waiting for her to laugh, waiting for her to tell me it was a joke. "You're not serious," I finally said. She shook her head with unsettling calm, her tone almost rehearsed. "No. I've been thinking a lot. Monogamy feels suffocating. I want to open things up. I want to stay married, but I also want the freedom to see other people." I pressed her for clarity. "You mean an open marriage?" She nodded casually, like she'd just revealed something I should be grateful for. "Yes. You can accept it or leave. That's your choice." There was no regret in her voice, no hesitation, only conviction. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I let one word slip. "All right." But that word wasn't surrender. It was a seed, a calculation. For the next 10 days, I played the part of the supportive husband. I cooked dinners. I cracked jokes. I smiled at her newfound energy. She carried herself lighter, her voice brighter, as if she discovered a new version of herself. She thought I'd accepted her terms. Then she told me. Friday night, her first date. "He's a painter," she said, her eyes glittering. "Creative, soulful. You'd like him." I didn't sneer. I didn't ask questions. I simply smiled, told her to enjoy herself, even offered to pick up a bottle of wine for when she came back. That evening, she stepped out in a red dress I hadn't seen in years. Hair perfectly styled, makeup flawless. She was dressed not for her husband, but for another man. She assumed I'd sit at home, stewing in jealousy. She assumed wrong. Those 10 days hadn't been wasted. I had traced the blog she obsessed over, sifted through her comments, followed every breadcrumb. His name was Marcus, 35, vegetarian, a gallery curator. Thanks to her carelessness in using our shared email for a reservation, I even knew exactly where they planned to meet. I arrived before them, tucked myself into a shadowed corner, hat pulled low. Then I watched. I watched the way she walked in beside him, the way her hand lingered on his arm, the way he leaned toward her like it had been rehearsed. For an hour, I sat there in silence, confirming everything I needed. Then I left. But I didn't drive home. I drove to her father's house. Clara adored her father. He was old-fashioned, honorable. He had always treated me like the son he never had. I came prepared, a folder filled with screenshots of her messages, a recording of that breakfast conversation, even a discreet photo from the restaurant. When he opened the door, I handed it to him. "What's this?" he asked. "Clara will come to you soon," I said evenly. "She'll tell you I was controlling, that I wasn't enough. Here's the truth before she twists it." I didn't argue. I didn't ask for sympathy. I left. My final step waited at home. Every bag packed. Every personal item collected. Bank accounts frozen. On the counter, a note. "You said accept it or leave. You were right. I'm gone. Live your freedom." That night, she returned to an empty house. No husband. No warmth. Only silence, and my note staring back at her. By morning, my phone lit up with calls. Her number. Her sister. Messages filled with panic. Pleading. "Please, let's talk. I didn't mean it like that. You just disappeared." Yes, I disappeared. Not because I couldn't compete with a painter, but because when someone gives you the choice between betrayal or leaving, they've already stopped valuing you. They only value what you provide. A few days later, I saw her at the mall. She looked thinner. Tired. Shadows under her eyes. She forced a brittle smile. "I think I made a mistake," she whispered. I simply nodded. "Maybe," I said and walked away.